Welcome to Business Communication or Advanced Business Communication, also known as Strategic Business Communication. What we're going to do is I'm going to be walking you through the introduction of this course through this video. There are also going to be a couple of other videos that you're going to need to watch and some questions that you'll need to answer as we continue to move forward. So you just need to follow along in Courston, and I'll be giving you cues as we move forward. So enjoy, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you in your Google Hangout this week. One of the first things that I want to bring up is the idea of what is communication and what is business communication or strategic business communication. Chapter 1 goes through this, and I know you're going to be reading Chapter 1. There's also going to be a quiz that you'll be doing in Chapter 1, as well as a case study. And when you think about communication, there are reports and different meetings that you go to. There are promotional forms of communication, public relations, as well as other types of correspondence with emails, letters, reports, and reports specific to your company or organization as well.
I want to take the time to go over the course syllabus with you. So basically this is the information about the course. I've already emailed you about the textbooks. You're going to be using the Strategic Management for Communication, Strategic Management Communication for Leaders, the 3rd edition, as well as the 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader by John C. Maxwell. Additionally, you're going to need to make sure that you have a webcam for your video chatting when we use Blackboard Collaborative or Google Hangouts with you and your team. Usually most computers have webcams built in, but if you don't, you are going to have to go out and get a webcam, which are pretty inexpensive. You can get one at Kroger or Walmart for about $5 to $10. So the way this course is going to be set up is you're going to be going through the different chapters in the textbook, and those chapters are going to be related directly to a team project that you're going to be doing, which is going to be on a business plan. You and your team will be coming up with a business plan and incorporating all of the business or strategic business communication concepts to this project. And then in the end, you and your team members will be presenting this project to the class in the form of a video that will be posted on YouTube. In the course syllabus, you're also going to see a bunch of course objectives. These tie right into our AACSB accreditation, where we strive to meet certain goals and standards to ensure that our program is one of the best in the country. Okay, further, there's a section here on the course syllabus called What You'll Need to Do to Succeed. Now, even though this course is going to be delivered 100% online, some of your classes that you will have will be with your team members in a Google Hangout or in a Blackboard Collaborative, typically a Google Hangout. You are expected to come to class, whether it be to your Google Hangout with your team or to our online class prepared and ready to participate. This means that you'll have read the chapter prior to the class so that you can have that in there. As you know, this class is 4.5 hours each week, so you'll have 4.5 hours worth of work that you'll be doing within this course, and that does not include reading in the textbooks. So that's something that you are expected to do in above and beyond the actual course contact hours. So when you are meeting online or in an online class, you're going to be participating. If you're in a group, in a Google Hangout, you want to make sure that you're as professional as possible, that you do not get sidetracked by your telephone or your cell phone or any other distractions that you might have in your home. Make sure that your background that you're at isn't distracting and free of any kind of distractions. Make sure that your lighting is good so that everyone can see you. Part of good strategic communication is your body language and the way your nonverbal communication. So that's why it's important that you do communicate through the webcam in the video so that we can see the different interactions. That's one of the reasons why I was able to make this into an online course, because we are using the Google Hangouts as a mean for us to look at that non-verbal communication. The next thing that I wanted to point out too, which is different from some of your other classes, is that your documents that you're going to be submitting need to be as professional as possible. I'm actually going to be grading you on your formatting, your grammar, your punctuation and spelling. If there are errors with formatting, punctuation, spelling, or grammar, points will be deducted. As you'll read about credibility, and as you probably already know by being in the workplace, if you read someone's work that there are errors, whether it looks like it's formatted incorrectly or if it has mistakes in it, you may lose respect or credibility or feel credibility towards the individual that you got the message from. So with that, you want to make sure that your work is as credible as it can possibly be by making sure that you have proper formatting, spelling, punctuation, and grammar. So again, those are going to count. You will be delivering 2 presentations in this course, so when you do, you're going to be taking or capturing these presentations on video. You'll be emailing them to me and I'll be putting them on course or on YouTube. But when you do present, you want to make sure that you are professionally dressed. This is a picture of some minimum requirements, but you are to be professionally dressed and not business casual, but business professional. The next thing is to make sure that you meet every deadline. If for some reason you know that you're going to have trouble meeting a deadline, maybe something that's going on, possibly technological issues or something of that nature, you need to make sure you contact me before the assignment is due. If you contact me after the assignment's due or don't contact me at all, then you'll earn a 0 for that assignment. But if you do, let me know that there's a problem and that you know that you won't be able to meet a deadline. I'll consider your circumstances, provide you with an extension with possible points deducted, or if it's something that is verifiable and something that we have agreed upon, I may just grant you an extension without any penalties. But you need to let me know before and not after. So by following these policies, everything should flow smoothly and you should get a really good grade. There's really no reason why you wouldn't get a good grade, except for if you didn't complete the work and apply the techniques from the textbook to your course project. Okay, so in this area about important University of West Georgia policies, you'll see all the things that you see on other courses. Again, the one thing that is important to remember is that there is a credit hour policy, and because this is an abbreviated course, each week you're expected to do 4.5 hours worth of work, as I had mentioned before. Okay, so the one thing that I also wanted to mention here under this when there's an online class is don't contact me through the CourseDen. I actually do not get the emails unless I go into the CourseDen mail function, but if you email me directly at sweb@wesca.edu, I can get your message right away and I can respond to you as quickly as possible. The points will be distributed in this course in a variety of different ways. You're going to be having participation grade. You're going to be having the team project, which is the majority of the grade. And this is set up so that it incorporates all the different chapters of the book. I pretty much set this up kind of like a workshop where each week you'll be working on different chapters and those will tie directly into the project. There's a final evaluation, which is going to be your leadership reflection and video, which I'll give you more information on, which will make the course 100% in percentages of being weighted. And here's the scale. Now, when you look at the course schedule, you'll see that the different weeks are indicated with green if we're going to be meeting by Google Hangout. So as you know, this first week with Module 1 and Module 2, we're going to be meeting on Google Hangout for just about an hour and a half, and then you'll be doing the rest of the modules as well as this introductory video. And then it goes further, but most of the time you'll just go through your CourseDen, look at the different modules, the different aspects of the team project. The final week of class, We will have another Google Hangout, or actually it's probably going to be a Blackboard Collaborative, where we can have everybody together on the Blackboard Collaborative, and we'll find a convenient time. It's probably only going to be about a half hour of your time. We can do it so it's later in the night, like 8 o'clock or something like that, so everyone will be able to meet. Or we'll set a time that works, but then the rest of that week you'll be working on your final evaluation with their leadership reflection video and outline. So that's the course outline, and we'll be going through this as I go through the different weeks and be pointing things out, but use this as a reference point along with course done.
Here's how you're going to be navigating through your course done. So this, as you know, is a news feed. There is the snipping tool video that I'll be showing you, because you'll be using your snipping tool for a lot of the different assignments. If you've already been to CourseDen, you've already seen the video that I posted to welcome you to the class and to show you how to go to the different spots. Same thing, you're going to go to your content browser here. You'll see the different weeks. I've just, as an example, posted for week 1. So beginning on March 7th, what you're going to be doing is looking in each of these different modules. This reading prior to class will have information that you'll be reading through. And from there you can click the forward button, or you can go back to the prompts here as well, or you can go to the content page. Once you go in there, you're going to be watching a video for strategic communication, and that's the first module, and it's going to go through different things for chapter 1. This is a presentation, that's a PowerPoint that you should be looking over, and then there's a brief quiz that you'll be taking for chapter 1 as well. Then the second module will also contain a video, a presentation for chapter 2, and the quiz for chapter 2. And then in this module, you're also going to have an emotional intelligence quiz that kind of correlates to chapter 2. So you'll have a Dropbox where you will go into this activity, and then the Dropbox will be included, and that's how you'll be doing that module, for example. Then from there, go back to the content, and you'll look for module 2. So module 2, you're going to start off with a presentation in chapter 3, and a quiz will also be a video when you first enter that will discuss chapters 3, 4, and 5. Chapter 4 also has a presentation and the quiz, and chapter 5 has a presentation and the quiz. So 3, 4, and 5. And again, there'll be a video that'll be right here that you'll watch prior to completing the class. The second thing, if you go into week 2, you'll see that there's no class because it's spring break. And then week 3, you're going to end up going into the same thing, where you're going to have a reading prior to class. You're going to be clicking into the folder before the online class, which will contain a video and some information. Then you'll have your module 3, module 4, and then activities for the team project. So those are some different items that will be included in there. I'm actually fine-tuning this, so this is not the final product. But that's how you can expect to do it. You literally can't just click onto your discussions tab or just click onto the Dropbox tab, but you literally in this course, to navigate, need to go to the content or go to course home and click in the content browser. And this way you can go through each of the different areas in CourseDen. Additionally, I have the activities that will be due in the calendar so that you can see those as well, and that includes those quizzes and any kind of other readings or things that have due dates, so you can be able to see that in your calendar. So hopefully this is informative and will help you navigate through your CourseDen. Just to give you the beginning overview of why business communication is so important, is to let you know that the purposes would be to inform, to persuade, to convey goodwill, as well as to establish credibility. These are the different areas that we're going to be talking about during this course. And we're going to be applying them to a strategic communications plan. So you'll get familiar with these concepts as we move forward. The difference between strategic communication and just general communication is that it differentiates a manager from a true leader. The reason why is that higher order thinking skills are typically used when you are looking at it strategically. So you're analyzing things, you're evaluating things, you're synthesizing things, so you're looking at the whole picture and not just one area of how to communicate. In this course, you're going to be reading a book that's called The 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. The book looks similar to this. You might have a paperback copy, but this book has 21 qualities that you're going to be going through and you're going to be reflecting upon and applying it to the project in this course. You're going to be indicating how you yourself have used these qualities or how you plan to use these qualities to make yourself a more effective communicator and a stronger leader in what you do, both personally and professionally. So in this course, you're going to be demonstrating different qualities of leadership. You're going to be demonstrating qualities of good strategic communication through active participation. Actually, it says online and campus, but it's actually just online. You're going to be analyzing case studies. You're going to be developing a business plan proposal, and it's going to be, I'm going to give you more information on this. You're going to be presenting your business plan as a team using this Google Mix or Office Mix like I'm using right now to present to you. You're going to be doing your leadership presentation. That's going to be an individual presentation using a web camera, as you can see in this format. And then your everyday communication with myself and with your team members. Well, that summarizes this introduction to strategic business communication. Hopefully it was good information for you and that you have now a perspective of what to anticipate. Take a look at that course syllabus. Also make sure that you, if you have any questions regarding navigating through CourseDen, that you let me know right away. And this should have provided a good insight of what you can anticipate as you move forward in the course. But we have a lot of things that we're going to be accomplishing and a lot of great ideas that we're going to be sharing. It's all going to be culminated in a team project that I'll be explaining to you and your team members when I meet with you in your Google Hangout. So until then, enjoy this module or this week where you have different modules. And if you have any questions, you can always email me at sweb@westga.edu. All right, enjoy and take care.